My name is Richa Masha. My register number is URK17CS176. Today we are going to see experiment number 3, that is web page design using HTML file and CSS. So the aim is to create a responsive web page with the following sections using proper HTML and CSS. Page contains a header, menu, banner, thumbnails and footer. Let's see the um, program. Let's see the code. In the code, I've opened the HTML and the head tag. In the body tag, I've given the division. Here I've specified division 1 as division 2 and division 3. These are for the sticky images on the corner, the social media icons. So therefore, I've given the anchor tag and given the sources. And then I've given the images for the class, and I've given the sources, the height and the width. And then next I've opened another h1 tag for the heading, that is for Netflix, and then I've used in UL, this is link of links. Therefore I've given the links using the anchor tag in the list for home, about, services and contacts. And then I've opened another division class for the container. Inside that I've put the banner image, that is the banner image that I'm going to put, and given the style. And then I've opened another class inside for the text block on the image. So I've given a division inside this division and given the text that has to be printed in the text block. Then I've opened another division, say class. Inside the class I've opened another division column. Inside the division I've opened another for the images, and each images I've given the sources and I've given the title, and then I've given the para that has to be printed after each of the division. So this division, the first image division will be closed, and then the para division will be closed. Like that I've given for 3 thumbnails. And then I've closed the division, and then I've given the footer where I've given as a p tag. And then in the CSS we are going to design for all that. So this star, it gives the box sizing. So border box, it is going to put everything in the border box, and then I've given margin as 0 for the body. And h1 tag I've given text align, font size and the text shadow. Then I've given for the division div 1, div 2 and div 3, that is the topmost social icons, where I've given the width, height and the padding left, and the float, it has to float from the right, and display is inline block, that is they have to all be lined in the same block. Then I've given this UL is for the unordered list. There I've given the list type, the margin, the padding and the overflow, and the background color and the width for the that is the home, the topmost link of links. For each link, what it should do is the width should be 25% and it should float from the left. And the anchor tag, it should display in block, in color should be white, and the text align should be in the center, and I've given the padding size and the text decoration that has to be done. In the container is for the banner image. So inside the container, what it should do is it has a position called relative, that is it does according to the web page, and I've given padding top as 10 pixels. And in the text block I've also given the position for the text that is inside the container. So I've given the position as to be absolute is related to the parent and that is its nearest ancestor. And then the bottom and the right and the background color that has to be put, the color, the padding left, right and the border radius is for giving the edges as a curve. And then I've given this column. In this column, this is for the width, that is each thumbnail that has to be printed 3 in the one row. So they were given the width, the padding, the text justified, and boxing size as border box. For each image I've given the width as 100%, so it occupies, it currently aligns itself in the width. The row after I've given us display in the format of a table. In the footer, I've given the background color, the padding, the text align and the color, font family. Position is fixed, so it is always fixed, and I've given the bottom and the width for it. And then image dot one is, this is relative and this is for the title. Let's see the output of this program. So this is the social icons, and this is the heading, and these are the list of links that we created, and this is the banner image. So inside the banner image you have the text block, and then you have the 3 thumbnails that we have put, and inside each thumbnail you have a container for the text that has to be printed, so that is movie, series and originals. And then you have a para bottom to all the thumbnails, and then you have a footer that is fixed, so it is fixed in the web page with all the content in it. This is the end of experiment number 3.